Over the past 24 hours, I have been writing my very own Doctor Who episode. Now don't get me wrong, this isn't the first time. I've written about 50 episodes in the bank. I've got my own series that I've been working on, hoping to publish on here for about 2 years. But because it's very hard to write a full series of Doctor Who, I thought I'd do this in the meantime to showcase my writing skills to you lot, because for those of you that don't know, I'm a commissioned writer. It's my part-time job alongside doing this and loads of other YouTube channels, and I love it to bits. And because I love Doctor Who so much, best believe I've written Doctor Who before. But I thought I'd do a 24-hour writing challenge, which I did over the past 24 hours when I wasn't at home. I was quite bored, I was away somewhere, and I was like, what can I do to pass the time? Well, I'll spend the 24 hours writing a Doctor Who episode. Now, I just want to quickly say that I didn't plan on making this a video, so none of the writing process is documented. So there's bound to be comments or speculation of people watching that I used ChatGPT, or I got someone else to write it for me, or I've actually been doing this for months and months and I'm saying that I did it in 24 hours. You're just gonna have to trust me. If you don't believe me and people are interested, I'll do a part 2. I'll write another episode in 24 hours. But yeah, genuinely this is 100% legit. I do this as a job. I know how to format scripts. I know how to write scripts, and I've watched a lot of Doctor Who, so I know how to write a Doctor Who story. So I mean, I might say all this and people will read it and go, that's crap, and then believe I wrote it because it's that bad, but who knows? So yeah, like I said, if people are interested, I will definitely do a part 2 and actually document the planning and writing process, because yeah, none of that's in this video. But yeah, you can read the full script in the description below. I'll put a Google Drive link, you can read it on there. So you open the Google Drive link, you get here. This is the full PDF of the script. It's an episode 1, it's an introduction, it's a fresh start, reset type episode, and it introduces, I've had to do a separate page for the opening titles because I forgot to do the opening titles in the entire script, so I was like, right, sod it, I'll put them right at the beginning like a Chibnall episode. And yeah, basically this entire script follows the main character, who is called Jax. And she is still living at her mum's house at age 22. She can't get a permanent job anywhere. She can't afford to move out, because who can these days? And she's got some friends, but she's sort of a bit of an outcast. She's quite kind. And she ends up getting whisked up by the Doctor to go on some adventures. And that's basically the premise of the story. It's quite fast-paced, which I enjoy writing fast-paced more. I enjoy watching fast-paced more. There are some moments, of course, it's not just like bang, dopamine, bang, dopamine, bang, dopamine, bang, dopamine. But yeah, I think I worked on it for the whole time about 23-ish hours, although I was sleeping for some of that, and the final few hours were just like revisions, just changing bits here and there. But yeah, you can read this if you'd like to. It's in the description. Obviously, you can give me feedback, but don't come back and just like absolutely tear me apart. I'm not Russell T Davies. This isn't canon. This isn't the real show. So if you don't like it, you don't have to scream and shout at me. But yeah, I'm just a big fan of writing. I love writing. It's my favorite thing to do. For the past, I mean, ever since I was a kid, I was into, like, I'd write my own Doctor Who stories in like book form, or I'd just act out my own episodes on a Saturday night when Doctor Who wasn't on. Like, I genuinely used to do that. On like Saturday night, say it would come to like 7:30, I'd be like, right, my Doctor Who episode starts now. And I'd be sat in my like living room and I think, right, the companions sat over there, then a Cyberman comes in, and the Doctor comes and saves them, but then they're on the cyberspace ship, and it's just like, so all these different things would just be going through my head when I was a kid. I wouldn't be acting out, I wouldn't be like, I'm the Doctor, I'm gonna save you. I never did that. I'm sure a lot of people did, but for me, it was all about the stories, and I stopped for ages, and then about 5 years ago, I started writing scripts, and then about 3 years ago, I started writing Doctor Who scripts, and I've got loads of them in the bank. Like I said, there's a full series coming. But this episode has some hints of a foreshadowing mystery, you know what I mean? What am I trying to say? Like an overarching story, which isn't resolved in this episode, and it would be a cheat for me not to resolve it. So I do have a plan on how the series finale of this episode that you can read now would play out. So like I say, if people enjoy it, I will write it. I will write it and I will publish it to you lot for free, to find out what happens to Jax in the end, and why was the Doctor knocking at Jax's door at the beginning of the episode? Why was that a thing? But yeah, like I say, this video isn't like a documenting me doing it, which is a shame, because like there was a lot of planning. Let me get up the plans as well. By the way, it wasn't just writing it in 24 hours. I was planning, writing, eating, sleeping, and revising the script. There's 5 things in 24 hours. Do I have the... I'll have the plan. Yeah, here it is. So I've labelled this the test series, because it's not my main series that I want to do to show to people on YouTube. So this is just like the tester series. The episodes aren't as long and etc. like that. But yeah, so I opened it with like I was writing Bill's theme, and basically I just did like 20. I was thinking do a 20-minute episode. Why not? I think it comes to like 22 minutes if it was to play it on screen, but it's a story on paper, so it doesn't really matter how long it is. Doesn't have to fit the BBC time schedule, so I can make it as long as I'd like. So I thought 20 minutes, did 20 bullet points, and yeah, I wrote how each scene and beat would play out. And I wrote here like the sprinkler system is in the cupboard is the way to save the day. That was going to be the end into the episode, but it wasn't. There are some like spoilers here if you want to read it, so maybe don't read that. But like at the end of the day, it's just a bit of fun. I thought it'd be fun. And if people read it and people like it, I might challenge some other YouTubers to write an episode in 24 hours. I know there are some of us out there who also really enjoy writing and obviously enjoy Doctor Who. So I might get them involved. I might ask them. I might start a hashtag. You remember when Doctor Who was turning 60 or 50, and there was 60, and it was the One Diamond story that got started, and every YouTuber was posting a review of One Diamond story, and it was the story that they think is the best Doctor Who story. That got trending. Let's get this trending. Write a Doctor Who episode in 24 hours. I am gutted I didn't do the writing process. I'm really gutted. That would have been a better video. So who knows, mate? Look, I'll do another one, and I'll get the writing process involved in that one. That's what I'll do. But yeah, there you go. There's that. So this is yeah. If you'd like to read it, please get in the description and download the script on Google Drive and give it a little read. You don't even have to download it. You can just view it and read it. But yeah, there you go. There's that. It's a nice little wholesome video today to tire you over. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, drop a like. If you didn't, drop a dislike. You know the rules. That's absolutely fine. Hit the notification bell if you subscribe when you're new. It means you get notified every single time I post, which is every single day. And yeah, my rewatches, my reviews continue Mondays and Fridays, and then every other video is a some sort of scraping the barrel content these days because there's not much going on with Doctor Who. But there is an announcement coming. There's a press release coming this week or next week. So my eyes are peeled. I'm looking around the internet. There's some fake stuff going around, which I'm probably not going to cover because it's fake. It's like so obviously fake. So yeah, but thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. If you want to become a channel member, you can do so. It's a couple of quid and you get loads of bonus stuff along the way. But yeah, it's absolutely fine if you don't want to. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later, and ta-ra.